What's good? Welcome back to another edition of Talk That Talk podcast. I go by the name of Bacon. I got my co-hosts with me.
Just call me in the money.
In the money?
In the money. Cleaning up.
The autumn
that
wind
Raider autumn,
is a pirate.
That autumn wind.
Blustering in from sea, with a rollicking song he sweeps along, swaggering boisterously. His face is weather-beaten.
This is crazy.
That's all right. I'm gonna redo the audio. We're gonna make it sound with that stereo sound, bro. I got you.
The Raiders is autumn wind. We growl and all that stuff that he be talking about, but we at autumn wind. Shout out to the nation. We out here another week. I said we was gonna be 2-0. Check the tape. I told y'all we was gonna be 2-0. We ain't out here playing no games with y'all. Feel me? That's the stuff I gotta say about that. Shout out to the nation.
Yeah.
I second that.
Raiders are playing very, very well. But you did this last year.
I'm gonna do it again next year and the year after that.
Did y'all make the playoff last year?
Nope.
Okay.
It's a new day. Just a new day.
I just want everybody to know my energy.
To get your hopes up too soon, man. I mean, it's like Aaron Rodgers said, it's only one game, okay? Once we get into the 13, 14, 15, when we start thinking about playoffs and stuff like that, I want to hear that same song. I want that song. I want that song to be playing, okay? But anyway, man, what an interesting week of some amazing football games. How do y'all feel about the games? Before we get into some specific games, how do y'all feel about the week of football?
Week of football was interesting. A lot of people showed up that I didn't expect to show up. Well, I wouldn't say showed up, but the Cowboys and Chargers, that being a low-scoring game. The Niners and Eagles being a low-scoring game.
Shout out to the Philadelphia Eagles defense. I didn't know they was that good.
The defense pretty good, but they just lost Brandon Graham with a torn Achilles, so that's a huge loss.
That's a big loss.
So with me just looking at it overall, just like it was just a week of surprises. I wasn't expecting Seattle to let Derrick Henry go nuts in the second half, like how he went nuts in the second half. Minnesota still can't find a kicker.
Crazy.
So it's just, one of those situations, man, from my perspective.
What about you, Hot Take?
Man, I want y'all to tell me about Kyler. I want you to tell me about Lamar. It was a great weekend, man. I had a blast. I mean, like, you couldn't have scripted that day going from a sound Raiders W to
sound.
sound.
Jay, that was a great adjective.
Bro, sound. That was like a thorough victory right there.
It was a dog fight, though. It was a real dog fight. It was a dog fight.
It was never in doubt. I don't understand what you're talking about.
Bro, it was 16-14. Carr threw that bomb, and that was pretty much the game after that. I mean, but like it was a tough game. Not a lot of scoring going on.
It was nip and tuck.
What I do know is that
it was some hitting going on for sure.
Johnny Abrams got a fistful. That's going. We putting the clip up of that one. I'm like, man, you're supposed to be giving it, not taking it.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, it's very similar to the Henry Norman type situation. Very similar. You feel me? That's a grown man right there, Mr. Najee Harris. And, you can't, come on, Bake. We talk about it. You can't, a guy that big, you don't go tackle high. No, he gonna treat you like the little kid that you are. So when I seen that, I said, hey, get up, son.
But nowadays, you can't even tackle low. It's hard to tackle these boys. These boys is like
they different, Bake.
They different. It's like you got to push them out of bounds. like here, dog. Yeah, you ain't gonna run me over. And I ain't trying to hurt myself trying to hit your dog. So I'm just pushing you out of bounds, bro. Just get to the sideline.
They built different nowadays, Bake.
Get to the sideline. I saw one play. It was on Come On, Man. The dude from and this is in college. The dude from Miami University. Dude was coming, and he wasn't even a big dude, but dude was coming full speed at him. He went to go hit the blocker instead of the dude. Like literally, he ran to the He went to the blocker. He said, "Oh hell no."
You're gonna have to send it to me so I can put the clip
I'm
up,
gonna
man.
send it
So,
to you because it was
yeah.
the funniest thing
Hey,
ever,
listen,
man.
Fake business decision. People out here, some people
Yeah,
making good
that's what
business
it is.
decisions, others not so good. You feel me? Business.
Yeah. I tell you, Tua didn't make no business decision. I that one threw me for a loop, man. I've been looking to defend the Dolphins and Tua getting bagged on, but I mean, they kind of showed me exactly why they've been taking it on the chin. So
Somebody brought up a good point about Tua, and I think it was Joy Taylor. Taylor, yeah. He has I guess what they refer to as an elongated release.
Mhm.
So because he extends so far, he's so much more prone to take like serious shots versus like a Kyler Murray who releases real short and compact.
He like,
So even if he damn near gets hit, he's able to throw and protect himself. And so that is something that, we got to pay more attention to, especially with Tua and his injury history, because, he took a rib shot. But I mean, we can blame Tua, but when your passer grade as an offensive line is a 38.2, how much blame can you go on Tua when they can't block? They're not blocking for the man.
They can't block.
Yeah.
But let's get into some games, because a lot of big games. Let's talk about Lamar Jackson. Now, he started off rocky. In the game looked like it was about to be a blowout. I'm not gonna lie to you. It looked like it was gonna be a blowout. But Patrick Mahomes, the giver that he is, he gave the Ravens life. On a play where he should have just, live to fight another day, that interception was the change of the momentum. In my opinion, I truly feel like when he threw that pick, I felt like Baltimore was going to win that game. I just felt that way. I just felt like the momentum was shifting, and even when Patrick Mahomes got the momentum back, Andy Reid, it's like the girl like you, and she vibing with you. But you still scared to go ask her damn name. Like, she gave you all the cues to come here.
Yeah.
Pat Mahomes was giving you all the cues. I got it, coach. Just put the ball in my hand. We're going to figure. Andy would say, no. It's just, she probably ain't rocking with me. She probably like the other dude. She probably ain't even looking at me. She looking right at you. Like in your eye. Like, this is me and you, baby. Come holla. And he was scared to do it. And he went conservative, and it cost him. Cost him dearly. And then Lamar Jackson. I love Harbaugh when he said, "What do you want to do, Lamar?" Fire. That was the best part of the game, in my opinion.
Fire.
That was all for show. I mean, they already knew what they was finna do. I mean, you ain't ever seen Lamar, nothing about his competitive character says that he was backing down from that. He did that for the camera, and he did it for Aaron Rodgers too, just to let him know. We simpatico over here. You neglected to mention the one giving out the candy, which is Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He's the one who was giving up the goodies. Side note. Patrick Mahomes gets all the love. Oh, look at him rolling to the right. Only Pat Mahomes can see Kelsey over here doing all this off the, back leg, fancy, pretty stuff. But then when it goes wrong and it's a pick throwing the momentum back to Baltimore, give him the same energy. He's the same. I want to hear you talk about that and how it could have went wrong when you're talking about that 70-yard pass to Kelsey. It was nice. And Patrick Mahomes is on the short list of players that can do that. But I don't want to hear about that and then not talk about the mistakes that were made. So Lamar did show up.
I just said that he gave them the momentum. What are you talking about?
No, he did. But I mean, it's like I want next week. All I hear about is the Chiefs and how infallible and how, they play with next man speed. They play with fire. They play with food. And they're liable to get burnt. And that's the reason that they ain't win the championship this year. They like to play down the competition. So,
well, I mean, my take, it was a good game. The Chiefs should have won, but like you said, Clyde, was hilarious. Out here giving up the goods. And he was out here acting like he was at the club, and it was anybody's chance. Anybody can get the number. You can get it. But he made it real special for Mr. Owe, shout out to Penn State. And, that's what happened. And then the whole fourth down thing, to me, it was a no-brainer. Like, it's just, you don't want to give Patrick Mahomes another chance. Because I felt that it was too much time to begin with when he got the ball back. That's why, it was like 3 minutes left. They got the ball back. That's too much time. Because Patrick Mahomes usually does Patrick Mahomes type thing, especially with that offense. I feel like we got to give a bigger shout out to the Ravens defense and how they held relatively Kelsey and Hill under control. Kelsey numbers look a little bigger because of that one big play. But when you look at Hill numbers, I think he had like 4 catches, no real big plays. Kelsey, for the most part, was held under control. So shout out to the Raven defense for stepping up and making that game a lot more competitive once everybody kind of settled in. Because like you said, Lamar came out the gates with 2 interceptions, and it was looking rough. This looked like one of those.
It was.
It looked
I'll
like
be honest.
Monday night from last year.
You've heard nothing but unconditional support from me with Lamar. But when he threw that second pick deep into the end zone and I saw nothing but red, I was like, I had a moment and I was like, you know what? I'm a triple down.
Because you knew it was going to get rough on this show. If he didn't bounce back. Jay knew. Jay was like, damn, Lamar. Like, now I got to go.
Bruh, yeah. We got to go face the music. You got to take it on the chin. I'm like, hold me down, bro. I've been giving you all this unconditional, man. And he came through for me, dog. He came through. But you know what? There's opportunity costs and the Chiefs chose when they went into the offseason, they chose to spend all that money and all their draft capital on a brand new 5-man offensive line. Which was needed. But when you do that, what you don't do is shore up that run defense. You know what I'm saying? So when they're looking at everybody else in the league and us preparing, to protect Mahomes against, 30 other teams, the one team that they didn't really account for because they was just like, they the little brother, like they can't mess with us. It's that run game. And it's about to get real. So.
Yeah, it's really going to get real. They're last when it comes to run defense. I think it's like run defense last and then points. They're like close to last, like
giving up the most.
They're struggling, but it's only 2 games. We'll figure it out, but they're going to struggle.
And they played against 2 of the top rushing attacks in the Browns and the Ravens. So,
those are 2 running dominant football teams. But